Hi, this is Diana Rankin, and I'm coming to you from my office here to give you the messages and predictions for the next week. And let's see, that would start with the 8th through the 15th. I had to look at the calendar there. So, January 2017. And I always like to start with a message from Philip, my spirit guide, and then elaborate on that. And he gives me many messages, but one of the messages I always like to get every morning after I meditate, I sit down and I journal, and I always ask Philip for a message for that day. And those of you who know this book, you know that we have to think left page or right page because every page has a different message on it. So let's start with the messages for this week and see what Philip has to say. I'm thinking right page. Okay, I might read both of them just because I always end up getting curious. But the right page says, you are the only one responsible for you. You are the only one responsible for you. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then the other page, and I think this is an important message too, it says, your body and your mind are nourished by that which you feed them. Your body and your mind are nourished by that which you feed them. And then also, you are the only one responsible for you. Well, my friends, we had another terrible tragedy here in the U.S. A young man went into or got off a plane at the international airport in Fort Lauderdale, and lives were lost. Any sense of peace of mind was shattered by others. Others were injured. Families are in mourning. Unfortunately, I'm afraid we can expect more of this. Hopefully not this week. And those of you who know me know I do not like to predict tragedy at all. But what I do like to do is to tell you it is so important to develop your intuition. And that's going to be increasingly important, to develop your intuition and to listen to it. This week is not going to be the easiest week for many people to get through. And so those of you who need to develop that intuition, you can get on my website, the Awakening Intuition, awakeningintuition.info. That has articles on it, and those of you who are on my mailing list, which you can join, it's free, you can join through either of my websites, and both of those are listed below, by the way. Those of you who are on the mailing list know I send out articles and then months later I get them up on the website. So I'm really slow, and I apologize for those of you who are not on the mailing list, but please get on the mailing list and you'll get the articles. But I really, it's my passion in life to help people develop their intuition. Because I think it's going to help us make the world better. It's going to keep us personally safe and keep those around us safe. We're not going to know everything that's going to happen. And in fact, those of you on the mailing list, and I'll also put this out on Facebook, and I promise to get it up on the website. I wrote about my experience of Thursday, how I felt before Friday happened, and Friday was when we had the terrible tragedy in Fort Lauderdale. It is not a time to be complacent, and this coming week we're going to feel a lot of unrest in the nation, but also in the world. And we're going to see this week a need for those of us who really are on the spiritual path to stay in that deep place of love. That's not a place of complacency. That is a place of respectfully and with civility to take action that is appropriate for you and appropriate for the cause you believe in, whether it's clean rivers, women's rights, the right of those with disabilities, the right of those with people of color. It doesn't matter what your cause is, as long as it is a righteous cause. And by a righteous cause, I'm talking about cause where we treat each other with greater respect and love, not causes that tear people down and hurt people or make fun of people. Those are not legitimate causes, and actually I doubt that anyone who would go there listens to me. So I just do want to remind you that we, each of us, are responsible for helping to make life better. And this week we are going to have so many opportunities to do that. Each of you out there who hears my voice and hears these words, I'm telling you, every opportunity will come your way this week to make somebody else's life better. And when you help make somebody else's life better, you make your own life better. And it may be simply a smile at a stranger. You know, some of us have millions of dollars and we can devote those millions of dollars to helping others, building houses for people, or giving to good causes. I don't have a million, so I can't do that, but I can do something every day. I can call a neighbor who's ill. I can smile at the grocery store clerk, because that's not an easy job. I can bless a driver who cuts me off instead of using finger language with that driver. There are so many things that each and every one of us can do. And this week we are going to have those opportunities to add kindness and love into the world. We need that tipping point. We are in a place of, as you know, heads are butting up against each other. And the old energies and the new energies being greater love for all humanity, are batting up against those that say, no, no, let's stay here where everything is safe. And it's not safe. So let's help build that new world of greater love for everyone. We can do it together. We can reach out and we can do it. And this is a week that will give this many opportunities. As Philip says, your body and your mind are nourished by that which you feed them. You are the only one responsible for you. And each of us, my friends, have a responsibility to ourselves, to the children that we're leaving this world to all of the other people in the world. We have a responsibility to step up, to speak out against injustice, and to speak for love. This is Diana Rankin saying thank you for being with me. Until next week, remember, I love you. I love you with my whole heart and everything that is me. And I send this love out to you.